Good day, poker peeps. Sky with Smart Poker Study here, and in the video you're about to watch, 4 tables, Ignition Poker, 10NL cash game, and I am speaking through all of my decisions, and you're going to see me flop quads twice, plus I'm dealt a few other really good hands. Okay, let's roll. Alrighty, want to play a little session right here. 222, maybe for about 45-ish minutes. Got hands while playing. Let's see what we can do. Oh my god, that's amazing. How does that happen in the very first hand? Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, wouldn't it be awesome if he just had a pocket pair and he can't give it up? It really would. I'm just going to bet half pot again. I want him to raise, and if I'm just betting half pot each and every time, oh, that is so awesome, dude. What? I mean, can he come over the top? It's almost 3x. Oh, good call, buddy. Way to limp. Let's see what he had right here. That is amazing. I just started up game tape, and I flopped quads. Very first hand. 39. He had a full house. Man, I wonder. That was such a weak full house, but he still called 3x. I wonder if he would have called 4x. Or even all in. Who knows? He's not going to fold. So this is interesting. If I come in with a 3-bet, he will not fold. He's pissed off. He wants his money back. Guarantee. I'm going to call. Totally under-rep my hand. Now, he has a great 3-bet squeezing opportunity. But ace-queen suited, decent hand. But I would be out of position against a player who hates me, who doesn't want to fold right now. Right? I got crazy value out of him. If I 3-bet, he calls, I miss. I mean, I could bet into him and try to get him to fold, but once again, he hates me right now, right? He wouldn't fold my 3-bet preflop. He's not going to fold to a C-bet. He's not going to fold to a check raise right here unless he has absolutely nothing. So it makes more sense to just call, under-rep my hand, and hopefully hit something good. I could have got max value out of the guy if I just now hit top pair or better. What is going on? First-hand luck? Okay, not here, but oh, we'll see what happens, though. Jump on another. Don't know anything about him. First hand of the table, 3-betting. He could think I'm bluffing. I'm going to come over the top with a 5-bet. Guaranteed. Okay, well, no chance at a 5-bet now. $1, even, 10 big blinds, little over half pot. Hoping he has an overpair. 8s, 9s, and 10s would be awesome. Ace, king of like clubs or diamonds for 2 overs with a backdoor draw. It'd be great if he came back over the top right now. He's just going to fold. He just has 2 overs. That's it. Now I'm going to bet big for value. 2.62. A weird number right there. Under like $1 less than full pot, he's going to look at that. What's going on? I don't believe him. He's going to call right now with pocket 10s, 9s, ace king might even call. Ace king of spades definitely calling. Or he could shove over the top thinking I'm bluffing because that weird bet size I just made it. Just trying to confuse him. Now, you got to ask yourself, what's he doing this with on that flop? He easily has a couple of overs. Ace, king, pocket 10s, 9s, ace 10 of spades. Look at that. That worked out lovely. Can you believe it? 4 minutes in over a buy-in up on 2 first hands at the table. Lucky me. I'm not a fan of his. Sure, he was in position. Just an ace-10 suited. Doesn't know anything about me. I don't understand making that call pre-flop. That is just such an easy fold to me, right? Watch this. I'm going to check. Oh, dang it. I forgot. He limped and I ISO'd. In my mind, I was the 3 better pre-flop. By checking right there, he's going to easily put me on an ace-king, and he could have bet. But that was... I forgot because I was talking too much, you know. I'm sure... Oh, crap. I didn't mean to min re-raise. I was trying to hit the plus button and come back over the top. That's okay, though. You know, I think he's going to call me. He's got like 10 jack 2 pair, 6-7, a set of 6s maybe? Limping and calling? Ace 10 2 pair? Ace 10, he would have auto called just now with ace 10 2 pair. He doesn't have that. No, he had 10 8, 10 9, 6 9, 6 8, 7 8, some kind of pair plus draw to raise and then call my re-raise. Wow, this is amazing, guys. 6 minutes in, and we've had some big hands, won some decent pots already. Lucky start. Let's see if we can keep it going. Nagadu, nagadi. I don't even bother. When I see a hand like this, I don't care if it folds around and he raises. I don't know anything about him, and I'm not going to come back over the top and try to exploit him with the re-raise 3-bet or even calling to play post-flop against him. When I don't know a player and I've just got a crap 9-4 off, easiest fold in the world. No reason to stay in there. This is the limp caller, right? Yeah. Oh, in position caller, eh? Oh, that's not the best. It is a hard to hit, pretty dry board though. I'm going to c-bet 80 cents into it. Bum, 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 bum. Little over half pot. Just because he called doesn't have to, I don't have to put him on jacks or queens or anything like that. He could easily have ace king, ace queen, ace jack, pocket 8s, pocket 6s that can find a fold right there. Right, that didn't help me. It wasn't a king, a jack, an ace, a queen, a spade. So I'm just going to check behind. What a shame. When they were both willing to call on that board, that card is not going to scare them. I mean, I could easily see ace 10, jack 10 right here. Yeah, my ace queen wouldn't win at showdown. The only way I can win is by betting, and that 8 connects with a 7 and 10. Highly doubt. Like I said, highly doubt anybody would fold to a c-bet, not a c-bet, delayed c-bet on the river, or a check raise. Easy fold. I love it when I'm making good reads. Jack, jack, jack. This guy's a fish. Guaranteed limp calling twice to 5 big blinds. The second time, better pot odds because this player was in. I would like to see what he had, though. He didn't show, right? I don't think hand history would even if he showed it. Oh, no, my bad. No, pocket 8s. I forgot. We got to showdown because he bet and he called. Cold calling 5 big blinds. Yeah, I can understand that. And then on the flop. No, that wasn't it. Oh, it wasn't a gut shot. It was an under pair. So I understand calling right there. If he's the kind of guy that's going to call 5 big blinds in the best position with pocket eights, he's going to call on that flop. He's not going to fold. So here's a great thing. When you look at that spot, he called on that board. That 3, like I had said at the time, that 3 is not going to scare anybody off their hand. That's not a good barreling card for me. Like I said, I would rather have something to add equity, give me a flush draw with a spade, an ace top pair, queen top pair, king gut shot, jack gut shot as well. That's what I wanted to see. Those are the only cards I would consider barreling right there. But then again, you know what's a really good thing? Especially given that he had checked behind. Oh, what's happening here? I apologize. Given that he checked behind, I could have still checked with all of those cards that added equity. He let me see the river for free. No price at all, right? 17 cents. Oh, you're totally bluffing, dude. I'm going to call. He's going to check back the next street. I'm going to check raise over here. Oh, well, I was going to check raise. Well, that's interesting. 53 cents. Oh, decent sized bet into 2 other players. What are you doing, man? Okay, so, I mean, you could have a jack. Blocking bet right here. I'm going to get to see showdown at just this 2 big blinds. Or he'll fold because he has nothing whatsoever. My king 10 might actually win. He might have 10 queen right there. Or pocket 9s and I rivered him. Sweet. King 10 suited, I would ISO raise. Offsuit, out of position. I'd rather not. I'd rather be in position or suited, or both, to ISO raise this fish. That wasn't a bad opportunity to 3-bet bluff and then c-bet bluff when I missed the flop. Don't know anything about this player. What is this, a 1 out of 2 calls? 1 out of 2. But it's in the big blind when it's so easy to call. He chooses to 4-exit instead. He has a very strong hand. Oh, yeah, a very strong hand as well. We could see aces versus queens, kings versus jacks, anything like that. Queen 6 for trips. I would have cracked ya. It's okay. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. Doesn't matter in poker. So okay, that could be ace king, could be 10s, ace queen. It could have been just ace 5 suited trying to make a bluff. So a lot of potential hands in that range, and then to fold to the 4-bet. He's shown he's got the goods. He raised an early position. So that's why I was saying it was a decent spot to 3-bet bluff. Not a great spot. Like, I would almost never make that 3-bet bluff, but at least 3-bet bluffing is an option right there. See, now that I know this, 27-18, it is an early, it's early in our history together. So you can't go by just, 27-18, he's loose aggressive. You can't do that, but he's looking loose aggressive now. At these stats, it would have been a better 3-bet bluff with the king 10 offsuit in the prior hand. Not that I would have, but, things are looking better. The more he open raises, the more aggressive he gets, the more hands he plays, the more likely he's to fold to a 3-bet. Now, that's the only one time that he faced a 3-bet and then came over the top with a 4-bet. So I'm glad this seemingly loose aggressive player is on my right. Only raising. I mean, this guy's at least a tag, right? If his stats stay like this and he starts 3-betting, I'll easily color code him orange, but that's definitely a fish. Don't know there. 89. Was that a min raise preflop and you called? Okay, might have been. He defended with 8-9 maybe. I wasn't watching all the action. Check min raise from a fish. Now, fishes with a flush draw won't often do that. So I don't put him on a flush draw. I put him on an 8. Maybe some kind of straight draw, 7-9, something like that. Like, he doesn't have a flush. He would have re-raised right there with the flush. There's no flush possible. He just has... Oh, well, I think he just has an 8. Or it was just straight up bluff 7-9. It could have been. Not straight up bluff, I'm sorry. That's a semi-bluff because he had a draw with some equity. 6 deuce off, bottom 5% hand. No need to defend. No need to try to exploit somebody who looks loose aggressive. Just get rid of 6 deuce and move on to the next hand. Lots of calls. Lots of hands played. So we haven't seen 3 bets yet. I'm just going to give him the green. What is this? Anytime I see this... Now, he could be doing some kind of a weird bet sizing exploit where he 3-bets small just to make this player fold versus C-bets if he folded a lot to C-bets. I've only been at that table for 7 hands. Oh, he's only been here for 2 hands? He doesn't know anything about him. He's not exploiting this guy with that... See, exactly. Not exploiting that guy with a small bet at all. No, he's a fish. Sweet. So you look at this. C-bet 100, 2 out of 2. C-bet the turn, 0 out of 1. He is more turn honest than he is on the flop. When you encounter a player like this, you have to is not the right word. It's a good idea to bet through to their honest street. With what little information I had on him, it was only 14 hands at the time. He C-bet twice on the flop. There's a very good chance he loves bluffing flops. He's not flop honest. But the one time that he could C-bet turn, he didn't. So out of a small sample, he's more turn honest than he is on the flop. And then so, you know, when you play poker, you use as much, how do I say... You want to use all the information available. When you start to see a tendency, no matter how small, how minuscule that tendency is, if you have the opportunity to use that tendency to exploit your opponent, do it. Especially if it's not a super expensive exploit, right? Let's take a look at how much that cost me. I just don't remember the bet. Was it 10? Yeah, I was on the button. Open raise. Okay, look. Oh, my bad. Prior hand, I guess. Queen 9? I'm sorry, I just don't remember. Oh, that's right. It was a small blind situation. Min raise, and he calls. Queen 7, pair plus flush draw, 0.25. Let's go a little bit bigger than half pot. Second nut flush draw as well. I block a straight flush draw. You know, plays 19% of hands. There's a good chance he's folding on all Broadway board. Any 2 undercards and under pair. Lots of stuff he's just getting rid of. He called on 2 hearts. Why would he be scared of a 3rd heart? 57 cents. We're going for value right here. Sweet. Thank you so much. Darn, the board paired, but he made a quick check. Did he like the queen? Does he have 2 pair? Paired board flush draw. I think he has an ace. How much? I can get $1 value. Or I can get 10 big blinds out of it. Okay. I was going to say I can get 10 big blinds out of an ace right here. Holy cow! Oh, that happens. What is this stuff, dude? Your look-in tag only raises no calls out of how many? 3 opportunities. Oftentimes I would fold a hand like this because I have the makings of a potentially big hand over here. You called. My gut says $1.60. Fourth best starting hand. A min raise under the gun. Doesn't mean he has a great hand. Don't know anything about him. This guy, tiny little 3-bet, he has pocket 4s. He's trying to take control of the pot. He has ace 10 suited, ace 5. He's trying to take control of the pot. I'm not giving him any credit for a really strong hand. If he is a tight aggressive player, if he min 3-bets with pocket aces, that's generally just not a great play. King Jack, I've got some showdown value. I'm just going to check right here. Oh, 2 pair, nice. Okay, like a glove, I said he's no good. This guy, 100% V-pipping, he's obviously no good right here. I'm betting 4.5. Calling the set mine. Okay, that didn't work. I was hoping he had some kind of like overpair to call that big bet. On that board, it could have been just any kind of overpair. Right, 361, 417. He called right there. He could have had a straight draw. I want to squeak out value against him. I want him to call me with a queen. That doesn't... Okay. I keep saying what I want to happen, and then they end up folding. But yeah, so I wanted him to call with a queen or any other kind of weak pair, so I made it small in that big pot. It was only 1/4. You're not betting. I'm just going to hope you check behind. I get to see a free showdown. You have pocket 5s. You have king 9. Let's see what you had, Chad. Pocket deuces even. That's fine. I was ahead every street. If he bet at any time, I could have folded. Ooh, look at that. Checking. Now I'm going to bet any single spade is going to call. A queen, a jack will call as well, which I'm ahead of those. I'm just betting small. It's kind of a blocking bet, potentially for value with a weaker queen, a jack, ace of diamonds that didn't want to give up and then now thought I was bluffing. That's a big bet. Look how fishy he is, though. Makes this bet. So he slow played a set of jacks that rivered a full house? He slow played a flush, a flopped flush? There's no way a fish is making this bet with something better than a queen. I'm sorry, worse than a queen. So I'm folding. I can't call. I'm not going to be able to raise to fold him to get him off of his hand. He could have done that with just the single ace of spades. But look how fishy he is. Most players, let's rewind that flop. Most players who are capable of getting aggressive, especially like this, right? If he's going to get aggressive with the, what position? Seat 2. He was this player in the big line. If he just had the ace of spades, that flop where I bet, darn, I forgot, I checked flop. But that's where he would have bet. He would have bet with the ace of spades, guaranteed. He can check behind with the nut flush on that flop so easily right there. It would be interesting to learn a lesson from that hand. And check out the whole cards later on to see what he had. I mean, it didn't have to be the nut flush. It could have been 7-8 of spades. Oh. One out of 7? Yeah. No raises yet. 1 3-bet only. Where did you make your 3-bet? Out of the big blind before? I mean, it's pretty big. I only have a queen jack. If I call, it's going to be 240 in the pot. He only has 880 behind. 4-to-1 stack to pot, not even a 4-to-1 stack to pot ratio. It's going to be hard to get him to fold if he hits any pair on the flop or any draw. And with a queen jack, I'm basically counting on needing to bluff the flop to win the hand. And let's say he was doing that for value and the flop comes queen high. I got top pair weak kicker. What I'm going to just call flop, turn, and river, right? So it's just not a good spot. He made it too much for me to profitably call right there, even though I had position against him. Such a big 3-bet. I always try to keep in mind what's that pot going to be on the next street in relation to his stack. Oh, looking laggy, my friend. Gosh darn it. Queen 7, Queen 4. Bottom of the barrel hands. Oh, wow, what a target. Good for you. You isolated him. I'm not defending. I mean, if you're seeing what I'm seeing, you might have more hands on him. He doesn't look too honest versus c-bet. So my guess is he was betting with a pair or with a decent draw. Pair plus draw even. Ace king could have easily made the bet. King queen flop in a straight. Queen 9 of clubs. Oh, wow. My guess is you're willing to get it in. Come over the top. He has a king. You just called? So you had 2 pair ace jack? Oh, maybe you have a king. Maybe you have king jack. Wait, why would you just call? So you had 2 pair? Ace jack on the flop? What's happening here? I'm not even paying attention to this stuff. I should be, but... What? Let's see if we can't learn from this showdown. Always a good thing to try and do. Okay. Like I said at the outset, looking loose aggressive over here, even though it was in the MP. I don't think maybe I mentioned this, but he has a wide range, right? King 8 just calling. That's how he's developed an 89-17, 82% calling. He loves calling to see flops. That's why, so on that flop, that's why he c-bet. Oh, he didn't have the heart draw. He just had a pair. Why would he c-bet? Okay, look, dude. I can almost guarantee you're using a HUD. You have the same stats that I do on this player. You're seeing what I am seeing. Why are you c-betting out of position against a player who doesn't like to fold when all you have is second pair, no redraw, or was it third pair? 10-7. Third pair, no redraw. And you're out of position. If he calls you, you know he connected with that board in some way. You're turning your tiny showdown hand. Folds, steals a lot. No 3-bets. You're turning your tiny showdown hand into a straight up bluff. Man, I don't like that. I would have never bet that flop. Not against this player. Not with third pair. Super wet board. He called on the button. He's got all the broadways in his range. All of them, all the way from ace king down to ace 10, king 10, queen 10, all of them are in his range. And all of them smacked that board, whereas you didn't smack it. All the reason in the world to check. You just saw I'm up against a fish I can't let this go. I've got to sock it to him. And on that turn, you were so happy, huh? Oh. Not happy is not the right word. Your heart started to flutter. 10-7 of hearts, remember. Oh, no, wait a second. That's not it. This one. I'm looking at their stack sizes, noticing a drop and an increase. Okay, so we got 10-7, making it 3 big blinds. King 8 calling, okay? Absolute fish. You got to expect weak hands like King 8. Oh, he just turned a Royale with cheese. It's a hard to hit board. 8-8. Gonna bet for value. Got 2 players, 263. Wide range, lots of hearts right there. I'm gonna bet. I'm not gonna let them see this for cheap. He can easily bet. Oh, fudge. I was going to say he can easily bet an ace. I was going to check call, and I hate that rivered heart. And lucky me. Wow. Oh, what is happening here? I swear the deck is smacking me in the face. Go with your ace queen. Go all the way. Pocket queens, go all the way. Sock it to me right now. Or you... Oh my God. What is happening? Well, I am so... Huh? Oh, tell me you have a flush. Tell me you have a pocket pair of 5s. Okay, we're gonna... Oh my gosh, how do I do this? This is the kind of spot you never get into. Gotta fold this other... Oh, fudge, he folded. That was funny. Oh, yeah, I'll call, underrep my hand. He'll never put me on ace-king here. Shucks, man, every time, it seems like every time I call to underrep my hand, I completely whiff it. But if he bets 17 cents, I am check raising. 20 cents is good too. Not 80, 70, 3.5x. That feels like a total bluff, dude. I flopped a set of 3s and I auto-checked. Listen to me. I flopped a set of... Thank you. Am I going to flop quads again? Okay, where were we at? I don't know what's happening. Aggressive player. I called him last time. I haven't seen any 3-bets yet. I'm not going to be blown off my hand. Plenty of chips to win behind. If we think about 20x implied odds that I tell all my students for set mining, to call 25 cents, you want to see $5 behind. We got double. Gosh darn, stop going to this. Is it because I hit play? Let me hit stop. I'm just going to call this time. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Am I sitting out? No. Okay, just there. He's going to bet bigger. He's going to bet 60 cents. I'm going to call again because he needs to try to sell his bluff. Ooh, 79 is kind of a lot. 60 cents would have been 3x the flop-sized bet. It would have felt more bluffy. That 79 cents feels a lot stronger right there. I could be mistaken. So I actually do want to tag that hand with a learn a lesson so I can take a look at what he held. Okay, let's get to this hand now. 10-7 of hearts. King 8 calling. Man, button call. Yes, he has an 88%. 85% now, but it might have been 88% at the time. Calling 2-bet percentage. 16. I'm in position. Short stack. I see no reason to push him right now. He easily has an ace. Let's see what he does. The bet size he makes on the next street. 37, half pot now. Folds 100%. He calls only. So he goes from a tiny bet to now half pot. I think he has an ace. I really do. Learn a lesson. So we've got 3 hands now. Where I can go back and review. Gosh darn it, I sat out. Where I can review. So, go back to this. And he bet 54 cents. Not even betting half pot, not even betting 2 big blinds. Like as a blocking bet. You would have saved so much money and made a tiny bit of theoretical value. Because this player is capable of calling pretty wide. And he did just call with a gut shot with the king. So you can imagine now, knowing how passive this player is, how he doesn't like to fold, he would have called with any gut shot. He might have called with 2 hearts as a... Oh my God. 2 hearts is a backdoor draw. 7-6 of hearts, something like that. Well, you have 10-7. So let's say 6-5, 8-9, Jack-9 of hearts. Jack-9 beats you, but like there was lots of weaker stuff that you can call and give you at least some theoretical value against your third pair. That bet was way too big against somebody who was not folding, because I guarantee he made this bet because he wanted him to leave. He turned his bottom pair into a bluff. That's what he was doing. Called, of course, with a king. Hey, Miracle Queen, good for you, although you don't like the clubs and the hearts. Bets $1.19. Oh my God. Guy. You way overpaid on your draw. All you have is 9 hearts, and for all you know, he could have the king jack of hearts, the king 9 of hearts, because you have the 10-7. He could have you out-hearted right now. I don't like this follow-up bet. I would have preferred a check. Hopefully he checks behind with your pair plus flush draw. That's what I would have done. Plus, I would have made it just 20 cents on the flop. That pot would be way smaller now. So much smaller of a mistake if you check and he bets just half pot, like 50 cents or 60 cents, whatever half pot would have been. Such an easy check call with your pair plus flush draw. Weak flush draw too. It's not like you have the nut flush draw. It's not like you have a straight... I guess you have a straight chopping redraw, right? With your 10-7, a king hits and you guys chop. If it's not the king of hearts or the king of clubs, right? And he can't catch a flush on you, then you chop. But I hate the bet. Hate the call. Absolutely. Oh, you should have bet. I don't... well, no, is that ace? At the time, if you remember, as I was thinking through what he had to make that bet in the call, an ace-10 and an ace-jack, maybe even ace-queen makes sense. So actually, I understand checking behind on that river. I understand. Because it's hard to believe that he would make that bet and call with a 10 high flush draw. What is happening? Oh my gosh, dude. This is going so well. Oh, I'm already sitting out. So I'll sit out here, sit out there, sit out here. We're going to end the recording on pocket aces. Oh, that's very nice of you. Should I 3x exactly? Oh, let's give him 366. Little over 3x. He's going to commit with anything weaker. Any pocket pair, kings, queens, jacks. He could commit with 10s. He could commit with ace, king right here too, thinking I'm bluffing. Although I'm a tight aggressive player. Oh, this is the second hand of the table. He's just bluffing. Darn, I shouldn't have gone so big. Drat. I was enamored with the pocket aces being the best hand facing a 3-bet. I didn't stop to consider my history with him. I did not think about the player. I just saw the 3-bet, so I auto 4-bet. That was a mistake right there, that hand. It was too big of a size, right? I wanted him to come over the top. So even though I won the hand, right, it's still a mistake. because I think I could have made a better bet. Just $2.50, right? Roughly 25 big blinds. I could have made a better bet to get value out of him. If I made it 250, even 230, 240, he could see that as a weak attempt at a bluff versus the unknown player, the new player at the table. He could have come back over the top with his tens, with his nines, with his ace, king, ace, queen, ace, jack, ace five suited might have done it as well. So while I won, great. I missed out on value. Bad. All right. Now that was a great session. I'm really glad I recorded this game tape. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.